Hello. Gonna give it another 5 minutes or so. Just trying to see if anyone is brave enough to commentate with me. No pressure. No pressure. Otherwise, I will fly solo if I got to. I apologize for the typing, by the way. At least if you can't hear the typing. I don't know if you can. Okay, well, I think that's enough time. I don't want to pressure anybody with commentating, so I will fly solo and get comfortable. So just want to say thank you to all who have been watching. I really appreciate the comments and the feedback, the lols. I appreciate everything. I've been doing a lot of Street Fighter videos, and I wanted to change it up and do some Final Fantasy, so I'm going to start with the demo. And this isn't the Platinum demo. This is actually the original demo before the Platinum demo. So in order to get this demo, you had to pre-order, or I'm sorry, you had to get Final Fantasy Type O HD, I believe. I'm not sure if there's any other ways to get it, but as far as I know, that was the only way you can get it at the time when I got it. Again, I have no idea if there's any other ways, but that's how I got it. What I will be doing is just starting from the beginning. I don't know if I'll be able to get through all of it because there's a lot of content, and I think that's part of the reason why I really wanted to play this one after, because I wanted to kind of showcase how much more content is in this demo rather than the last one. I mean, with the last one, yeah, it was cool. You know, you're little Noctis, you're running around, you're like bite-sized. It's kind of like, it made me think about Kingdom Hearts. Like, if you remember the first level of the original Kingdom Hearts when you're like in Alice in Wonderland, that's literally what it felt like. It was pretty cool. It was a cool feeling. Even though I never really found out what the deal was with the fucking crystals. I'm like going around and my friends like asking me all these weird questions about Final Fantasy, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm trying to get all these crystals, man. But yeah. Oh shit, there's messages. Let me read the text. Hold up. Okay, we got Artie in the house. I see you. Jet, I'm happy you made it. Thank you. Oh shit, Ephorus? Oh, should probably sound a little bit more professional. My bad. Not getting hype. Just a little excited to actually see that there's people in the chat. Thank you. To answer your question, Blast, Ephorus, I don't know what you want me to call you. You have like so many names now. Yes, to answer your question, I actually did play Type O a little bit. I liked it. I'm kind of surprised that I actually haven't been playing all that much, because it's a really fun game. If you really like the kind of combat like Kingdom Hearts, pretty much any kind of like action RPG, like it's a really good. I feel like many people should play that if they really want to get away from like the whole turn-based kind of style. Like if you're tired of that style and you really like the kind of gameplay like Kingdom Hearts, FF12, any of those kind of like action-based RPGs, like you would really like Type O. So my problem is that I have too many fucking games to play. Like I have Street Fighter 5 now, I have all these other games that I bought in with my hard-earned money, and I just do not get a chance to play. I have other priorities in my life. But yeah, to answer your question, I did play Type O. And no, I didn't get it just for the demo, though I know a lot of people did that. It's a good game. You know, if you guys haven't played Type O and you have a PS4, I'm not sure if it was also for Xbox, but I definitely recommend it. Jet, you're not stealing my time. We can take as much time as you guys want, but yeah, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, Go 420666. I'm not sure who you are. If I know you, then please let me know. Otherwise, thank you regardless. But yeah, I'm gonna get started. Gonna let that load up a little bit. Oh, it was on both. So yeah, Jet's saying that it was on both. I trust his knowledge. He's pretty knowledgeable about Final Fantasy, so I will go with his answer. You know what I really liked about Type O? I liked all the different characters. There's so many different characters that you could choose from. I think that's what I like about it the most, and every character is something different. They all have different kind of weapons, and you have to literally, like, there's learning curves for each character. Like, there's easy characters like the dude with the guns that you could just go around and shoot from afar. But then there's like the samurai guy, who he seems kind of weak at first because he doesn't really have any combos, but then when you learn like his counters, oh my god. But enough with that. I'll let the beginning rock.
大事な車を壊しちまったやつ誰だ？まったく。
誰だろうね。ああ、もうほんとごめんなさい。わざとじゃないんだって。
そうだな。わざとなら大問題だ。無理か。
はい、起きろ。ノクト。
揺れてる。叩きすぎ。
俺はタイタンかよ。
I don't know why I feel like it's so cheesy, but it still like makes me chuckle a little bit. Just like some of the stuff they say.
起きたな。
そうでもない。
行かなくていいのか？修理代を用意してカーテスの大皿に。
しっかりしろよ王子。巨神様のお膝元までもう一踏ん張りだ。
俺も天気はどうかな。うーわー、超晴れてる。
どうやら絶好の徒歩日和みたいだな。 目標の金額まではまだかなりある。
噂のベヒーモスでも狙うか。この辺にいるんだろう。
角高く売れるんだっけ？俺たちだけでなんとかできんの？
なんとかしねえと車戻ってこねえだろ。
修理は進んでんのかね。
シドニーなら安心だよ。任せてって言ってたし。
わざわざ近くのスタンドまで出向いて修理してくれてるらしい。だからあとは
金。
角でも何でも仕留めて売って車を迎えに行きゃいいって話だな。
Alright, so pretty much it's just doing the controls. It's gonna walk you through everything real fast. I've done this before, but just do it again, of course.
Oh.
I like how they move out of the way when you like move towards them.
Ah, ねえ、ちょっとあれ見て。
なんだ。
あ？
Now I'm wondering, should I go through the tutorial? Basically, GLaDOS is gonna say, "Hey, knock," and then you're gonna be like, "Huh?" And he's gonna be like, "Hey, I need to train you and stuff." And you're gonna be like, "I guess you can train me, even though I can warp and stuff." But yeah, what the hell? I'll just go through the tutorial. Basically, the whole goal of this demo, aside from exploring, which you can later on or even at any time, but basically this is your objective. You gotta kill this behemoth so that you can get the reward, which you can use that to prepare your car, to repair your car. So that's what I will be doing. I love Prompto. I love that guy. He is so funny.
Yo, しねえぞ。
調子に乗りすぎんなよ。
お前もな。
Okay, so at first things seem really easy because you'll find out that, oh yeah, I can just dodge everything by holding down a button, but it's not that easy. But I like how they really break it down, like all the stuff you can do with this. In the first, I think 1.0, they had a certain amount of things that they trained you on, and I think they added some stuff. I forgot what they added, but I just really like that they didn't just throw you into the demo and just good luck, you know. I mean, most games nowadays, you know, they don't do that unless it's like Dark Souls. Dude, I would have to ask you guys if Dark Souls does a tutorial because I have never played that game. Even though people have told me, Anthony, you should play that game. Like, you love RPGs, you like hard stuff, you should play it. But one day I will play it, I promise. But, yeah, I think I just enjoy that they really kind of walk you through everything first. And if you don't want to go through it, you do have the option of just telling them, no, I don't want to go through this tutorial, GLaDOS. I just want to go crazy, be a dummy, and wreck shit. you can do that if you want. But the tutorial teaches you how to die. Oh no. So it does have a tutorial. Press R1 to attack. Good luck. Oh, Jet, please. Please. Okay, so yeah, I think Square did a good job on this part at least. So yeah, while defending, you can dodge all incoming attacks. Dodging costs MP, put up your defenses, and dodges Gladiator Spark. So yeah, dodging stuff costs MP, so you know, yeah, you can just dodge all you want, but when you get into a freaking horde of enemies and you're trying to manage your MP, like, am I going to use Tempest to do crowd control, or am I going to dodge at this certain point, or am I going to parry? Like, there's so many things you have to think about when you get into these battles, and I'm probably going to make a fool of myself at first because I am so rusty, but those are the kind of things you have to think about. You know, you have to constantly be moving around, thinking about, should I attack this one? Should I attack that one? I see a red bar above my head. I should get ready to parry this. Like, there's all these little things, and that's another thing I think I like about FF15 is that approach. So I just held L1, and I actually cheated. You can hold it. You can literally hold it, and it will dodge. But notice they tell you defend with L1 at the last second. If you do that, you won't spend any MP. So there are benefits. There is a game balance there where you are rewarded for perfect dodging, basically. Which, I mean, most people, if you play these kind of games, there are a lot of mechanics like that where you do get some kind of benefit if you perfectly time it. So I think that's really cool too. See, that's what happens when you fail. If I do it right, then you should just stay 98 MP. Which I didn't.
その調子だノクト
So, cool being, you can either hold down the button to attack and it'll automatically attack, or you can keep tapping it, spamming it, whatever you like to do. So, they mentioned that you can change the way you attack by holding down a certain direction and attacking. That time right there, I was holding down left, so I guess you can now, I'm not sure if that was in the original 1.0, but you will kind of drift over to the side if you hold the direction. So warping is one of the really cool mechanics in this game because there's a lot of uses of it. I mean, you can use it to attack, you can use it to defend. When you're defending, I mean, like, you can teleport to random spots to get your MP while your people are still attacking shit. Wait until you're healed up a little bit and just warp back in. Sounds overpowering, but when you start seeing the battles and the way they go, like, I think it's fair. Like, I don't remember it being game changing. Like, I think that's a mechanic that they really are trying to push for this game. Like, they want you to warp in, they want you to really use all of Marcus's abilities to your advantage. So, and yes, like I said, it does use it. So that's a big thing, I think, too. It's just managing your MP in battles, because I think something happens if you run out of MP. I might have to test that later, but yeah, you can warp to random locations, like it says. So in this scenario, we're going to be warping to the top of the tower. So here I'm at the top of the tower. I'm just kind of chilling, filling out the battle, and like it says, you can just restore HP and MP. And I don't think there's something where if you're engaged in combat, like there's certain restrictions. I mean, depending on the distance, I think maybe might be the only restriction on everything, but you can just, if you feel like you're about to die or something, if you see somewhere you can warp to, you can just warp. I think it's very amazing and very interesting thing. So, kudos to Square on that. So, let's see, target. And of course, like I said, you can use not only defensively, but offensively. So, hold up. That's new, because in 1.0, there wasn't a follow-up attack after the warp. So if you notice that just now, he warped in, he attacked with the piercing, and then he did another follow-up attack, like he flipped and did another slash. That wasn't in the first one, so it's kind of interesting that they, I'm not sure if there's a certain condition that activates that, but I'm pretty sure that was not in the first one. Hi, Artie. Oh shit. I blame Artie for this one. Just kidding. Thank you for being here. So yeah, you'll start seeing techniques in the bottom of the screen. Now you know, like, now you know this is the time you need to fight Nara at Street Fighter, because his reads are bad now. Like, he's playing a different game. He's losing all his skills. Like, but yeah, techniques. There's a lot of different ones. Oh shit. So perfect. I got hit, so I'm gonna use training to flip up. Or not. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That was a bad example. Oh, so yeah, we got Metal Gear Solid tactics. Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind this rock that he can't even see anything. So, I'm about to die! And take cover. And he's like, hey, where'd the Noctis go? What's up with this huge ass rock? And I'm just like, oh, don't hurt me. I need my MP. I like trains. Oh no, he found me!
Hi!
Okay. Parry! So this is fun because if you do a parry, it's ridiculously strong. Like, I don't know what the damage mod's on it, but like, if you score a parry, pretty much shit dies or they're close to dead. I don't know if it's just a demo, it's probably just a demo. But like, if you parry, it's pretty... That's the only thing I think that seemed kind of overpowering. Like, I remember parrying stuff and just shit dying in one hit. So yeah, whenever you're in fights, there are going to be times where you're going to be in a cluster of enemies and you're going to see those red bars. And that's when you gotta time it just right. Like that. And the thing is, like, it's not even that hard. Like, I think that's another thing that I feel that they should maybe adjust a little bit. Make it a little bit harder. Like, it just seems really easy to do. Like, how did I just get my ass kicked? And then I could just parry just like it's nothing, you know? Like, I feel something's wrong there. Just look at the damage, like, 1k? I forget, like, hold on. Or no, I lied. 0 damage. But still, you'll see later. I promise you, I will at least parry something tonight, and you're gonna see me like one-shot shit. Also, apparently I'm blind. So that was another thing I forgot too. So swords assist in MP recovery. Great swords deal heavy damage, but the thing with great swords is I don't think they recover MP. If they do, it's probably not to the extent that short swords can. So they're going to talk about it in a little bit, but you can kind of change it up where you don't have to have your regular strikes as just short sword. You know, you can switch it to like your partisan. There's other weapons that you get. It's just so interesting. Like, I really cannot wait till this game comes out because they introduce so many different interesting things that you can do in combat and the way you can set them up. Like, I mean, one person might have the short sword set up, but then you might have another guy who prefers just starting the fights with the great sword because he likes his crowd control over everything. You know? Which I think that's what I ended up doing in the dungeon later, where you have the imps and everything, because there's a lot of imps that come out of nowhere, and I think there was one point where I was just like, I'm just going to switch to the great sword. I think it was either the great sword or the partisan, but one of them was really good at crowd control, and I was just using that to kind of call my way through to the bottom. But yeah, I should probably let the demo explain a lot of this too, but I kind of wanted to chime in my thoughts as well. So they're talking about the Crush, Ravage, Vanquish, Counter, and Descent slots. Basically, that's what I was talking about earlier with you can change up the weapons and basically this is essentially your combo. Like, you're customizing the way your combo looks with your weapons. Crush and Ravage, I think, are your beginnings, the way you wake up your combo, and then Vanquish, Counter, and all that stuff is like what's after. Counter, obviously, that's whatever you're going to counter with. I'm not even sure if you can counter with the short sword. Maybe I'll try it out later, but yeah, basically They're just saying this is how you customize your combo. When you check the chat, because I saw some comments. Well, here's the thing. I mean, Jet asked, how old was I originally when the game was announced? And everybody in the chat knows that originally this was Final Fantasy 13 Versus. Now, with that, I think I might kind of go into the conference because it's interesting you asked that, Jet. Like, there was a guy, I forgot who one of the hosts' name were. I'm not sure if it was Greg Miller, but it was either him or somebody else that mentioned that they had been waiting for this game for almost 10 years. And I kind of believe it. I mean, we might have to all go check Wikipedia real fast to check, like, when was the last game, when it was released. So what would that have been? 14 maybe? I forget. But, or no, I'm tripping. This was announced when 13 was announced. So we have to take it all the way back to when originally 13 was announced. Basically, the whole idea was there was this Crystalla Nova project that they were working on. It was going to be a combination of 3 games. There was going to be Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13 Versus, and then Final Fantasy 13 Gito? I forget. There was another game, and it was like another. I don't know if it was like a phone game. I forget. But the whole idea originally was there was 3 games, and 13 Versus was basically, I guess, the whole idea was that they wanted to kind of bring back turn-based, but in a different light with 13. But then with 13 Versus, they wanted to take it back to where they realized that people are really starting to like action RPGs, so that's why they brought 13 Versus also, because they wanted to also do a game where it caters to that population too, that likes that new style that is emerging. So, I mean, to answer your question, Jet, I think he was right with him saying almost 10 years. So, I'm 28. We were 18, 19? Jeez, man. I'm not gonna say I'm old, because I'm not old. You guys can say I'm old, but I'm not old. let me read the chat. A wee baby, yes. Yes. Didn't have a care in the world. Thought that school was the devil. Still do. I was flipping 12, what the fuck? I think we were playing 11 at the time. I remember playing FF11 and towards the end of high school. I remember that I was trying to figure out if I was going to play on PC or PS2. Everybody was telling me that, oh man, you gotta get it on PC, what are you doing? PC Master Race, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, man, I don't got the money or the time or the knowledge to build a PC. I'm gonna use my PS2 no matter how dusty and cracked out it is, and I'm gonna make this work. Come to find out that you have to get some kind of... Do you remember that there was an attachment you had to get on your PS2 just to play FF11? And it was like notoriously hard to get, like, after it came out. Like... It was like this square-looking thing. I can't even. You like screw it to the back of your PS2, and that's what like. What was it? The external hard drive? Like, I think that's what it was called. Basically, that's what got you to play online with PS2. Oh my god, the golden ages. Oh, the glory days. Back in the day when people hated their life camping Fafnir and Behemoth and shit for 2 to 3 hours, only for it to get stolen by some cracked out H&M guild who does bots and hacks and shit, or a Japanese guild that just is good at claiming shit. Like, oh. But no, I'm just kidding. Like, FF11 wasn't that bad, but there's a lot of good times. Like, I kind of like getting into this conversation. Like, I feel like I gotta save this for another day, because I did say I was gonna talk about the conference and kind of show some gameplay of this, but another day with FF11. I apologize. If I talk about that, I have to like, I would need Shaka to be in the chat, or like Riku, because there's just so many memories like with that game. Think about it. Alright, what? Yeah, if we didn't play FF11, we didn't know. Yeah. And I'm happy, like, I can't. Like, it's just so crazy, like, still talking to you guys, like, after all these years. Like, do you know how crazy that is? Like, a lot of my friends in real life do not know, like, the shit I went through back in the day. No, I promise I didn't like randomly fall asleep or something like my name implies. I just had to text somebody real fast. But no, I agree. Like Final Fantasy 11 brings people together. Maybe not even Final Fantasy 11, but like Final Fantasy brings people together. Like, I think one of the main things I wanted to talk about was just the conference and some of the things that they like went through. Like, if you didn't watch the conference, you should really. It's still on YouTube. Like, just put in Uncovered Final Fantasy in YouTube and look it up. I'm pretty sure Square still has a video up. It's like 2 hours long. I would just watch a little snippets of it, but like the way they set up was really interesting. It's kind of cheesy. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they did it really cheesy. There's two hosts who are really cheesy. One of them doesn't seem like he knows much about Final Fantasy. The other is like the fan. But to be fair, like it was a really nice conference. They broke it up into 15 uncoverings basically. And actually, I lied. Originally there was only 14 uncoverings, and they did the 15th at the end to surprise everybody, which was a trailer, the final trailer, which I think is the one where he's talking to a guy. I'm not sure if it was C. It started with a C. It's probably not C, but he's on the phone with somebody, and then I think Florence and the Machine comes on and something. At the end, basically, he's saying something about his father. But yeah, just go to YouTube. There's like 2 trailers. One of them's longer than the other, and the longer one is the final trailer. But they broke it up into 15 uncoverings. So, first off, the first uncovering was Hironobu Sakaguchi, and I know I butchered that really bad. Do not hurt me. But that basically he's the father of Final Fantasy 15. So they brought him on, and he kind of talked about growth and what it meant to him, and how the game has evolved from what it originally was as Final Fantasy 13 Versus. And I'm gonna say that for last. I know that was the first uncovering, but I'm gonna say that for last because I really wanted to kind of touch on that, and I'm gonna kind of bring you guys into that too because I'm gonna ask you guys questions. But that was the first uncovering that they brought the father, or one of the founding fathers of Final Fantasy 15. Then the second uncovering was a new trailer, which I'm pretty sure it did have Florence and the Machine. And then they kind of show some concept art for the third uncovering. And then the fourth one was kind of like a documentary of Florence and the Machine, and what it meant to them contributing a song to the game, which I thought was really cool. So those were the first 4 uncoverings. I'm gonna read the chat, make sure I keep up with you guys. Yeah, you're gonna make me... Jet, please! Jet, stop! You're gonna make me... You're gonna give me the feels. I can't, I gotta remain professional. I can't have any droplets in my eyes. I gotta do my first stream solo. I gotta be professional. You're gonna make me crack. You're gonna make me crack. Stream FF11? You don't have to pay for that, do you? I'm not gonna... No, Artie. No. Not gonna do it. Is FF11 free now? So, I don't know. I thought they were gonna get rid of Final Fantasy 11. I swear I got... Didn't you guys get emails? Just random emails about this is your last chance to play FF11? So it's back? Like, they just decided, hey, you know what? There's a lot of people that actually like this game, so we're just gonna keep the servers up. I might have to do a stream about that. Just FF11 alone. Like, you're right. I might have to blast. Because this is... Now I'm kind of intrigued. But, getting back to the topic at hand. So, there was 4 uncoverings at the conference. So, what did I do? There was first the founding father, there was the trailer, there was the concept art, and there was the documentary with Florence and the Machine. Then they showed gameplay videos. Number 6 was Worlds of Final Fantasy, so they kind of did a video where they kind of showed the world. Literally, they showed like images and videos of like just actual world of Final Fantasy without any characters or just like animals and monsters, and that was a really cool touch. Like I know Artie was like, this game is beautiful. I feel that she would really like that if she saw that part. And then I'm not sure if there was an intermission, but number 7, which I'm really excited about. If you guys have not watched this first episode, then you really should. Like, I really wish that it was a serious thing that they were doing weekly, because when I found out about this, I immediately paused my YouTube video, searched Crunchyroll, and I went crazy, like, in my room. My mom probably had no idea what the fuck was going on. Like, let me just let you know. Number 7, they announced that there is a Final Fantasy 15 anime, which they will try to produce episodes up until the release date. So, just let that sink in. Like, that's only one of them. Like, I know there's a lot of cheesy stuff so far, but that was pretty big on my part. Like, I couldn't believe it. And not only that, like, you would think, oh shit, it's just another anime that they're just putting out just to, like, get money. It's actually decent. Like, I recommend you guys watch it, because I feel that it's gonna really kind of do some backstory the 4 characters, and by the time you get done watching it, when the release date comes out, you'll kind of have that feeling like you know these characters a lot more already. They're not all brothers, but the way the game, I think, is going to present them, you're going to see like they really do treat each other like brothers. So definitely recommend it if you do have Crunchyroll. It is on there. I'm not sure if a new episode has come out recently. I haven't checked. I'm pretty sure it hasn't. I'm not sure if it's going to be a monthly kind of thing, which is sad. But the first episode is up. It's about 11 or 12 minutes long. Watch it. Just watch it. It's good. It's worth it. So, with that was number 7. Number 8, just when you thought, okay, an anime, I guess I can watch this anime, is Square just being, money-grubbing sons of bitches that are trying to take my money? No. Not only is there going to be an anime, number 8, they announced there's going to be an actual movie of Final Fantasy 15. Now, it's not going to be of this actual game. It's not going to be with actual people. It is going to be pretty much just like Final Fantasy Advent Children, where it's going to be CGI. But the kicker? No, I'll save it. I'll give it to you in a minute or two, because I was blown away by who they cast for this. So just let that sizzle, let that simmer, let that marinate in your mind. Like, there's gonna be a movie. Like, if you like Advent Children, like, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be good. It's gonna be based off of Noctis's father. It's gonna be like when you're going through stuff, like when you're away from all the action outside of the city, when there's like all this shit going down, the story takes place where all the shit's going down with his father. So there's so much I want to say, but I can't. I gotta reveal the rest of this. And then, to make me even more salty, they come pulling up some funky ass car, and I'm like, what is this? Is this an Audi? Like, why are they showing a car? They announced that they're gonna make a car based off the freaking car in the game, and you think to yourself, well, shit, that's pretty fucking awesome. I wonder how much it's gonna cost and how many they're gonna make. spoiler alert, there's only gonna be one fucker. One fucking Audi! Ah! I almost, like, I'm a fan of Mustangs. If anybody knows me, like, and they don't know my taste in cars, like, I like Mustangs, that's my thing. I was about to jump ship right then and there, and be like, yo, fuck Ford. Even though, keep in mind, if it wasn't for Mustangs, I probably wouldn't really be into Fords anyways. But, I digress. I was about to jump ship and be like, fuck Ford, Team Audi, for real. Let's go! Ah! I wanted that car, guys. I wanted that car. Like, you don't know when I... Look, watch the video! You gotta watch the video. Like, I wanted that freaking Audi, like, so bad. Only for them to say, oh, only one's gonna be made. Oh, man. So I had to let that out. Like, just watch the video. Like, it's legit. Like, the car looks sick. You gotta look at the car. Like, I'm not joking. Let me check. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm all here. I'm not crying. At least not on the outside. I'm crying on the inside. So that was number 8. No. That was number 9. 8 was Kingsglaive, the movie. 9 was the Audi. I think it was called the Audi R8. R as in Robert. 8 as in 7, 8, 9. Audi R8. So that was number 9. Number 10. 10. They bring out Lena Headey. Now, if you don't know who that is, then let me just refresh your mind. If you watch if you watch a certain show called, I don't know, it's called some kind of game, where there's like drones and stuff, and they're trying to like get the throne. Oh yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah, that Lena, the queen that everybody hates. I know, you're just like, but nah, if everybody hates her, then why do you want her on this? Listen, hear me out. Like, the fact that they're bringing on heavy hitters like Lena, and then I mean, I have to, just to let you know, she's not the only one from Game of Thrones coming in. Like, the main character, Noctis's father, is going to be, drum roll, I don't know if you can even hear that. Sean Bean from Game of Thrones. Like, oh my god, are you, like, these aren't just some random C-list actors or some shit. Like, these are like legit people that they're bringing on for this movie. Like, oh my god. Like, Square, like, what do you know about Game of Thrones, first off? Like, are you kidding me? Like, oh, I'm really excited. I can't wait to see how that turns out. So, that being said, after announcing some of the voice actors, they got into reveal number 11, which is called Justice Monsters 5. It's going to be a minigame on phones. which is based off of a mini game in Final Fantasy 15. So if you watch the trailers, there's going to be like a kind of pinball machine like game that they play, and basically you're going to be able to play that on your phone, which is, I mean, maybe a little cheesy, but hey, I think it's good. I think it's a good approach that they're doing. You know, there's just so many little things that they've released, let us know about, and there was so many positive things about this conference. When you keep a fan base in the dark about this game for this long, like you announce that, okay guys, we're gonna have this conference in LA and we're gonna announce all this stuff. Like, you better be coming with guns blazing, because you don't know Final Fantasy fans. Like, we have heart. Like, we will wait for years just to hear snippets of information. Like, not even wait years for the game. We'll wait years just for snippets of information on a new game. Like, that's the dedication, like, of the fans. So, like, there was just so many positive things with this conference. No idea. If you weren't streaming, I'd be watching. I mean, I'm sorry, FFX. Like, I would be too, if it wasn't for the fact that I let my girlfriend's roommate borrow Season 5. Like, I hadn't even opened it up. I was just like, I found out that she needed to refresh her memory, and she watches me like this, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna be too busy trying to catch up on Walking Dead that you're making me feel guilty about. And then, you know what's worse? I got Riku. Yes, you guys all know Riku. Yes, I still talk with her. I got Riku, on the other hand, texting me like, hey bro, guess what anime I like? And I'm just like, oh god. Like, there's just so many good shows. Like, why is there so many good shows right now? Oh, Riku is a player that we play with in FF11. The FFX and chat will give you more information. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Where was I? So, uncoverings. So, number 11 was Justice Monsters 5. Number 12 is when they start talking about release dates. And I think they did it really... they were pretty funny about it. I liked it. Basically, it got to a point where at a certain amount of time, I think Greg Miller was just like, oh, there's a button? If we push this button, it'll let us know the release date? And after, like, I think uncovering 9 or 10, one of the hosts was just like, don't push that button. We still need to uncover this and this. And then, you know, they're all like antsy and shit. They're like, oh, but I want to push the button. And then you bring one like Lena, and I think there was this other guy that they announced that was going to be the voice actor for one of the characters. And they're just like, oh, can we push the button? So they're just, it kind of like, it was really funny the way they like played along with it. Like, oh, we gotta really push the button because everybody's been waiting for the release date for forever now. But I digress. Number 12. They released that there was going to be a platinum demo, which I played. If you guys saw it, you can always go back to the archives on my channel. But they said that there's going to be a demo, and one of the guys was like, well, how much does this cost? And the guy was like, oh, it won't be too much, you know. It's going to be free. Yeah, it's going to be free. I was like, that's good shit. Play along with people. Play along with your mind games. But, yeah. If you haven't played the demo, there's nothing special you have to do, like pre-order the game, like, you know, have a pre-order type of just a bit discounted. But for this one, you can just go right now if you want. While I'm streaming, you can just go right now, download it while you hear my beautiful voice. You know, I can kind of just keep you busy for a little while while it downloads. It's not even a big download. But yeah, definitely should check it out. Free, by the way. But anyways, yeah, that was recovery number 12. Number 13. Artie, please. Number 13. They announced that there's going to be a deluxe edition. So I cheated. I pulled up a random page. So the deluxe edition is going to include, of course, the game. Now it's going to have some snazzy ass cover art. You can look it up online. It looks pretty sick. And it's the kind of cover art that they've been doing for years, where, you know, you see the logo, the kind of the drawings that they do for like the logos for a lot of them. It's kind of like that art. So I think if you're a fan of that, you might want to take a look, see what the perks are. But yes, deluxe edition includes a steelbook, exclusive steelbook. I'm not sure what that pertains to. That might be the actual box itself. It includes Kingsglaive, the movie that I was talking about, on Blu-ray. It's going to include that. It's going to include the actual game itself. Will include bonus content, a new outfit, which is called Royal Arena, a weapon, Mazamune. Just let that sit. The weapon, Mazamune, however you want to say that, that's going to be included. So I'm already sold at that point, because I'm just like, okay, I fucking love ninja samurai shit. I'm already on board with that. And then Recolor Platinum Fire. I forgot what that pertains to, but oh, that's the car, I think. That's the fucking car. So yeah, I guess you'll be able to customize a new color to the car. Interesting. So let me read the chat first. Okay, cool. So that leads to number 14. I mean, after 13, you know, there was this black guy. He's like the announcer, kind of like egging the two hosts on. He's like, you know, there's this, and this for the deluxe, and the two hosts are just like, yeah, I want to get that. You know, I think I'm sold. And he's like, you guys really think you're sold on that? And they're just like, yeah, I think I pretty much got what I want with all of that. And he's like, well, guess that means you don't want this one. And full screen pops up Ultimate Final Fantasy Edition. And God knows how much this costs. Hold on, let me see the fucking cost for this shit. So keep in mind, let me rewind. So deluxe edition is $89.99. You can pre-order it anywhere. Doesn't have to be from the Square store. You can get it from like GameStop, Amazon, pretty sure, anywhere. Then they whip out Ultimate Collector's Edition. $269.99, only exclusively at the Square Enix online store. I don't even know if there's still any left. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm just messing, but they announced that there's only going to be 30,000 copies. So $269, and it includes everything from the deluxe edition, of course. It includes a action figure of Noctis. It includes the whole music soundtrack of all of Final Fantasy 15. Not just the game, even the movie, like all the music from that. There's a hardcover 192-page art book. I mean, if you're the ultimate fan, I mean, that's why they call it the Ultimate Collector's Edition. You get everything with that. So that was uncovering number 14. Let me check the chat. Hold on. Ultimate Edition is sold out. So I'm sorry, guys. If you are listening to everything I just said, at this point, you got excited. You're thinking, hey, that sounds pretty fucking awesome. I want to get all that stuff. I'm sorry. It turns out, I don't know if Everest is lying. He doesn't come across as the lying type. I've known him for years. He's a pretty honest guy. It turns out it might be sold out. So, sorry. But for the purpose of the stream, that was number 14. 15 was the final trailer, and if you haven't seen either one of the trailers, you have to go see it. If you can't find them, which would be really weird because I'm not usually finding them, it's just look at my Facebook. But yeah, it was a really good conference, but I wanted to lastly get back to the first uncovering, and I'm going to kind of open it up to you guys. But the first uncovering, they introduced one of the founding fathers of Final Fantasy XV, who went by the name of Hironobu Sakaguchi. And I really liked that he talked about growth and what it meant to him creating this game, and how it's grown over all these years. And he kind of talked about briefly passing it down to Hajime Tabata. I know I'm butchering these so bad, but anyways, Tabata is the director for Final Fantasy XV. He passed it down to him, and he kind of talked about, you know, having a conversation with him and how Tabata really wants to, and I think this is what really stuck out to me the most in the conference, was this quote, how he mentioned, he talked to Tabata one day, and he talked about how he really wants to bring it back to its Challenger roots. And that's kind of what I wanted to open the floor to you guys, because when I think of Challenger roots, I think about the 90s, like the glory days of Final Fantasy, like the days when like Final Fantasy VI came out, and that was a huge thing, and then they brought out Final Fantasy VII, which kind of defined the RPG genre at the time, and every game after that was just like a heavy hitter. Like, I wanted to open the floor to you guys and really get your guys' opinion, like how you feel about him talking about like the Challenger roots. Like, what does that mean to you guys? Like, do you guys think about the 90s, like 6, 7, 8, 9? I'm not sure if 10 was in the 90s. That might have been like 2000s, early 2000s. But like, when you think back to the 90s, that's when I think those were the glory days. So, how do you feel about that? You even mention what your favorite Final Fantasy is. We won't hurt you. See, I'm like you, Jed. Final Fantasy VIII was actually my first Final Fantasy too. And I didn't work my way backwards. I played 8, 9... I didn't really play 7 until like the 4th or 5th Final Fantasy. but 8 was my first one. I remember going to Toys R Us when they still had the little slips that you go. There was like an aisle in Toys R Us where you would get the slips under the game. It'd be like a slip of how much it costs, and then you would take the slip all the way to the front of the Toys R Us to get the game. Like, that's how old, I'm showing my age. Like, that's how old I was. I remember Vallejo, California, we had a Toys R Us. It's gone now. I think they tried to bring it back. It might be near the movie theaters now. But there was a Toys R Us, and I have vivid memories of just getting these slips and, like, waiting for my mom to do whatever she was shopping. Like, trying to rush her. She's like growling at me to behave, or she's gonna whoop me in the freaking Toys R Us, so I had to behave. But I remember taking a slip to the beginning, the beginning of the store, like the front of the store to get the game. That's like, that's showing my age. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure Tactics was in those years too. Like, oh, those were just so good games, man. Final Fantasy VI, you know, it's all good. Like, I actually did not play Final Fantasy VI until, what was it? I think maybe 6 months ago? And I'm 28. Like, there's people, I know everybody loves Final Fantasy VII, but there's a lot of hardcore fans who love 6. It's a great game it was the end of the old school, like, chibi sprite era, and they did a really good fucking job with it. It's definitely a must play. Like, I mean, every Final Fantasy is a must play. Let me take that back. Because some sequels are very questionable, but the main number series Final Fantasies are all a must. We won't get into X2 and 13 to yada yada yada. And also, very random, if you do enjoy FF6, I don't know if you ever played Final Fantasy IV, but if you like that old school style where it's like the chibi sprite, like if you like that turn-based chibi sprite style, definitely recommend playing 4 in the sequel to 4. Because if you like 6 and you like 4, oh my god. The sequel to 4 is freaking epic. Like, you can mix and match characters, and they have, like, special, depending on the kind of characters that you choose together, they have special moves that they can do together. Like, just look it up if you never heard of the sequel of Final Fantasy 4. I think it's called After Years. Like, play it. It was so good. I remember, like, there was one special literally called Final Fantasy where they just all go nuts. Yeah, and After Years was one. To this day, Final Fantasy VIII will always be my favorite game out of all the Final Fantasies. I mean, it has to either be that or that. But I feel like I can't say all of them because it was I'm sorry, man. You're the one who brought up the Type O. It's so crazy because like we're all playing Final Fantasy 11 at one point years ago, and we had nothing to think about, like just going to school and stuff. And now we're actually all grown up and have priorities. San's already. She's still kind of a kid. I just realized I've been in the same screen for like probably the last 30 minutes. I'm gonna finish this tutorial. I think the main thing I just wanted to talk about is I'm kind of glad you guys are just talking to a wall. Oh, the card game. You guys know that they put Tetramaster on smartphones? Like, I'm not sure if that's what they call it, but one of my friends just randomly pulled that shit out when we're at Fuddruckers one night. And I'm just like, are you playing fucking Tetris Master? He's like, yeah, you want to play it? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. Oh, and the worst part is I haven't even got it on my phone. And the reason why is because my phone is old and I have like literally no space. Like, all I have space for is like my music and pictures of my girlfriend. Like, that's it. I need a better phone. That's like one of the things I need to put on my fucking list. Resolution, there you go. I need a new phone. This year or early next year, because I need more room. I'm pretty sure it's an iPhone 5. So, yeah. No space. Yeah, I'm still alive. Recruit brother and win all? Yeah, he was pretty freaking ridiculous. That and the Look of Beasts. From what I remember, they like get for some reason. At the later levels, I think. You're just kind of watching the gameplay. Basically, it was kind of just showing the menu and how you can kind of choose between different weapons. And basically, the weapons that you have that you left your A Galaxy Note 5? Oh, but I'm on Team Apple. I'm not sure if I can convert. I'm just checking. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, my phone is really small. Not that I really care about it being big per se, because I mean, I'm just always worried that I'm gonna drop it, which is why I get glass cases, or not glass cases, glass covers. Team Apple unsubscribe? No! Come back! No, dude. Come back. Please. I'm just kidding. Okay, so this is real. Ah! Oh man, I gotta rescue you. Okay.
貸しにしとくわ。
借りは返す。
So yeah, I guess I remember you can spar. I remember I spent like an hour sparring with GLaDOS, and like when I did, there were times where I just got one-shotted. I think there was one time I actually beat him, but it was like a really good way to like practice parrying and stuff.
会ってみるには進まねえとな。
So, just kind of want to show the world too, because it's just like already said, it's just freaking gorgeous, man. Can I show? Ooh, got hops. Yeah. So, I think with 2.0, once you beat the demo, you can actually fight whatever those things are in the water. Because I remember originally I wanted to just get into water and like swim out and die to whatever that is. Which, let me just see if I can do that. Maybe they changed it. Oh? Oh? Oh, that sucks. I got excited for a sec. I was like, oh, I'm in the water? Is it gonna start swimming? Maybe I can run all the way. No, that one's in the water too. I'm not gonna waste my time. Any way to find a way to die. The true nature of GOV. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do one battle. Maybe a couple.
凍鉄というモンスターだ。
And then I might hang it up.
あの鋭い牙を獲物に突き立て、巣穴から引き出して食べるらしい。
それさ、相当だね。
性格的に関わりたくねえの。
So, one thing I will point out is the beginning of the battle. You're gonna start to see something where there's music that changes. That music. So you've been spotted. Basically, at this point, you can either run or you can get in that ass. The choice is yours. And you guys know what I do. And that's a fairy.
予想通りの結果だ。
一段落ってやつだな。
Artie, please. Is this what you want? This is what you want. You want me to probably fight one of these things and get bodied. I'm gonna make a fool of myself. Here we go.
おい、ノクト、あれ見てみろよ。
腕試しにでも行ってみない？
言うじゃねえか、プロンプト。
ま、俺はどっちでもいいぜ。
Let me get ready. Okay. Let's do this.
ノクト、見てくれ。
No.
ノクト、無事か。死ぬんじゃねえぞ。よっ。
よっ。
No. I actually thought it would die. Maybe that wasn't as... Because those are usually higher level. I think... No, it's that yellow one in the distance. That's what would fuck me up. And there's so many of those too. Do I want to do it? Do I want to... Oh, let me... They keep wanting to go to this sign, so I guess I'll go to this sign.
Nocto, これ気になるんだけどさ、見てよ。なんだろう、ここ。
こっちに何かありそうだ。
おう。
Now, another thing, which I might have to end it soon, but I know everybody's going to be like, no, Nar, you should stay out. Notice how when we first started the demo, there was a lot of light out. Sun's going down. So the thing was, and I'm pretty sure it still stands, but in version 1.0, they made it clear that the nicer enemies are out in the day, the more pesky ones are out at night. So at this point, I think the demo wants you to go to that flag and eventually you'll camp. But I know you guys want me to fight that. I want to do a fight at night before I end the stream, so if you want to see me die, you will see me die probably really soon. Because I remember there was this one part when I first played. Wait, what? What sees me? Oh, that's what it is. I was like, what? What sees me? I don't see anything. Oh no, I've never played Bayonetta. Oh yeah, these are the behemoth tracks. So this is the continuous story. I like the character though. She's quite sassy. She's I remember when I first got her for Smash Brothers, and she's like talking about like a real man should do this, you know, like okay, what do you know about real men? You know, you only were dating around, only dating gentlemen, huh? She's the kind of woman that don't even need a man. Oh, yeah. Another note. Day status boost has worn off. So the whole thing with this too is that, you know, there is time and day. But the thing is, you'll eventually camp after you go through your grinding, because we all know that's going to be in the game where you have the opportunity to just grind at whatever point you want to, you know, if you're comfortable somewhere, you're just like, I just want to fight around and level up my characters. You can do that. Basically, they built the system up where you fight a certain amount of battles and you collect EXP, and you can collect the stuff you get from the battles, and you use the stuff that you get from the battles to cook. So you can take for example, like the meat we got from the tusks, or the saber-tooth things or whatever. You take the meat from them and you're gonna make a meal later. I think that's how I end the stream, is doing that meal. But yeah, and the cool thing with that I really like is because, one, I mean, when I played FF games like MMOs, like I always like to be a cook, and I'm really happy that they're bringing that to this game. I mean, it's one of those things, I mean, you don't have to do it per se, or maybe you do. I think the whole point is you're hiking, you're camping with your buddies, and you're trying to survive. So I think that's a must mechanic. Like, you have to camp at one point. Maybe, I don't know. I wonder what happens if you don't have any items. Maybe somebody needs to try that. Maybe something happens if you don't have any items and you can't cook. Like, I wonder if there's like a certain dialogue, like they get salty at each other, like, you know, guys, you know, why are we being such pussies? We need to just get out there and fight some stuff and get some meat from whatever we find, you know? I wonder if there's gonna be like random dialogue for certain conditions like that. It really makes me wonder. But yeah, so basically whatever you find during the day, you're gonna use that to make a meal at the end. And after you get done fighting, basically you'll see a little cutscene in a little bit after. Well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna end this right now or if I'm gonna do that one last fight, I promise. But basically you end it with a meal, and you'll see like a little screenshot of the actual meal, and you'll see your characters leveling up and everything. And after you go through that screen, basically it'll bring you back to a new screen where the following day you wake up, you know, everybody's like, you know, doing their little thing, you know, saying good morning and whatnot, and you'll have status buffs. So basically it's built around that the type of stuff that you make for your meals determines the kind of buffs that you can get for the next day. So I think that's a really interesting mechanic too. Also, for the purpose of keeping this chat PG-13, I'm going to try to refrain from not answering some of the questions on the stream. Please behave.
静か。そろそろ寝る場所決めない？
だな。準備すっか。
So now they want to set up camp, and there's the marker. But with most Final Fantasies, the fans love one thing, and one of the things fans love is exploring. Oh shit. You also have to watch out for these fuckers. What's funny is in the anime, this happens too. They just randomly come out. I thought that was a really nice touch. Wait, what? Oh man, I don't know what to do right now. Oh man, there's so many. Okay. Just gonna try to take them out one by one. I'm really surprised at those. Are they trying to shoot from afar? Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I am an idiot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No! No! Get me out of here! No! I gotta hide. That's what I gotta do, guys. I gotta hide, right? Oh shit! I can't hide because this fucker. No! Okay, so just wanted to show how you you can flee battles and stuff, you know. Okay. Wait, I'm forgiven? I don't have to fight the monsters? I don't have to fight the army? I could just go to camp and be done? That wouldn't be fun. I'll give you what you guys want. No! Get off of me! No! Oh! So if you ever play this, don't ever do that. They can grab you and just suicide. So you're not dead technically right away. Your teammates can come help you, so I'm gonna try to run away. Okay, so now I'm back in the game. Oh, that was so sad. I can't believe. Oh shit. Ugh.
先を急ごう。
So you guys got what you wanted. Oh boy. I don't think there's potions. Oh no, there is potions. But who wants to use potions?
あ、ねえ、ちょっとあれ見て。
なんだ。
あ
Okay, so I think that's it for tonight. It's 9:20. I'm gonna go ahead and show you camp.
俺休みたい。
So yeah, there's certain camp spots throughout the world, and you can camp to get EXP from all the battles, because when you go through the battles, you don't get the EXP right then and there and just level up. You get the EXP after you go to sleep. I think that's really interesting. Like, we've been used to years where you just, you fight monsters, you level up, you fight more monsters, you get some EXP, you fight some more monsters, you get some EXP, fight for another 30 minutes, you level up again. Here, you can just be fighting for like, hours upon hours, and maybe you're at a high level. You might not, depending on how many monsters you fight, what level they are, you might not even level up after you wake up the next morning. So basically you go through every day, you're at one same level, and it's only until at the end of the day, after you have eaten a meal, you go to bed, you wake up, it's when you right before you wake up that you see if your character's level up or not. So you're gonna see my character's level up in a little bit here, and then basically the menu, I guess, depending on what kind of stuff that you have in your inventory, it'll determine what you can actually cook. So I think this is just a default option. I don't think there's anything special you can make here in the demo. So I'm gonna go ahead and rest.
休むか。
あ
We got tasty potluck stew. Potluck stew. Just eating and chilling. And boom! EXP screen. I'm just gonna let that sit there for a minute. Don't you love this music? Like, doesn't this get you hype? Like, after all those crazy ass battles, dodging army, battleships, trying to run away from behemoths, and just to settle down with your best buddies at a camp, nice fire with some food, with some nice ass music like this, classic, And then the XP screen pops up. And what happens? You level up. But of course, it wouldn't be a Final Fantasy without... Wait for it. The victory theme. Coffee in the morning. So I'm gonna take the tour because they actually did not have this in the original 1.0 demo. Basically, if what I remember right, they added it so you could do like team attacks or something. So the next time I stream, I'm gonna kind of go into that. But Anywho, let me click yes. On tour, huh? I guess that means that you're doing it with just one of your buddies. So with that, I am going to end the demo. Thank you so much, guys, for
よし
listening, contributing, lolling, trolling. I really appreciate all the support. If you are watching this and you don't really follow me, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, or feel free to subscribe here on Twitch. On YouTube, I'm Naroku FF for Final Fantasy. NAROKUFF. Like, favorite, subscribe, do what you like. I also do Street Fighter V videos, because that's hot right now. But I'm gonna be doing some more of this, hopefully really soon. I have a busy weekend, but I definitely will come back to Final Fantasy 15 at some time. Next week I will be playing some Street Fighter V. Maybe some people in the chat can play some games with me and I can maybe stream. We'll see. Artie, not to call her out, but I have yet to play her in a while, so I would love to play her soon. Jet, I'm always down to play you as well. Ephorus, I don't know if you have Street Fighter V, but if you do, I'll play you. But yeah, thank you guys for coming again. If you like what I do, please subscribe if you haven't already, and more to come in the future. Alright? Well, I'm gonna pass out now. Well, probably brush my teeth and stuff, but yeah, thank you again, guys, for coming, and I hope you guys, if I don't hear from you tomorrow, I hope you guys all have a nice weekend. Alright, talk to you later. Lates.